Hi, Leo. This is Jeffrey, ripecolor. How are you? This is your weekly three-card reading for the week of September 21st, 2020 through, I guess, the 27th or 28th. I hope you're well. And let's get started. Uno más. Practico español todo el día. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, you see it like that. Okay. Oh, can you see? 1, 2, 3. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. Weird angle for me to see. Okay. So you have one funny card, right? Haha. And two really lovely cards. Let's talk about the funny card. So first of all, it's a 5. So 5 is about change. 5 is always about change, no matter the suit. So traditionally, this is about winning a battle at any cost, right? So this is these guys helped this guy win the battle, right? And now they're leaving, but they're leaving in a way that's like they're not even saying goodbye. They're just like, sometimes you're in a conversation with somebody and they're so rude or obnoxious or foolish. There's nothing to say. You just turn around and walk. Maybe you don't do that, but you want to. So let me just sort of feel this reading. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, who's really lovely. He's all yellow. We love yellow. He's all, hopeful, and he's got like this new, it's almost like a gift. He has this new idea, this new way of looking at things, this new, it might have something to do with money or security or, and then you get the Sun. The Sun is an incredible card. And it is sort of this, it's not the Leo card, but it does remind me of Leo. It reminds me of the sun at its height, the sun in midsummer. This is all about illumination, about clarity. This is all about it's kind of celebratory. There are sunflowers and riding the horse and this fantastic flamey thing going on. So there's some sort of, I think there's been like an internal battle that you've been fighting with yourself. Sort of, should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go after this thing? Should I go after that thing? Should I, trying to like get clear on what's the next best move? What's the thing that will serve me best in the long run? What's the thing that I can actually build upon? And you might have had some sort of rude awakening. sort of a rude awakening as to who or what you can trust, who or what you might be a little miffed as to the way things went down. You might be a little bit feeling uneasy, feeling unsteady. I do believe, though, that there's something to be gleaned, that there's something to be gleaned from it. I feel like, maybe you had some sort of situation with people or in business or with some sort of community thing that just wasn't right. It just wasn't, there was something unkosher. There was something dishonest or manipulative or cutthroat. It doesn't mean that everything, like let's say you're working for somebody and they told you one thing and then they showed up with another, right? Or they promised you this, and then when it came down to pay, so to speak, you agreed on $50 and you're getting 40 or 30, or I'll pay you next week, or something to that effect. This is information. This is really, really important information because it's through this experience that you're going to be able to come up with something new. Come up with, it's like, well, the thing that worked about that is that a sentence? The thing about that situation, there was something good in it that I can actually draw upon. Or maybe, let's say, two or three or four people decided to get together on some sort of operation, whatever, some sort of business deal, let's say. And one was going to do marketing, and one was going to do manufacturing, and one was going to do figure out where it's coming from, whatever. Let's say that. And you were in charge of one of those things, and then one of the people didn't show up, or they did a half job. I was going to say a half blank job, but I'm trying not to curse YouTube. That uneasy. So not easy. I can't tell how uneasy that is for me. Half baked. Let's say half baked. And you say to yourself, you know what? That's easy. I can do that myself. I don't need that guy. So if you're going to split it 3 ways, now we could split it 2 ways, or we could split it 1 way. Like maybe there was something like that going on. There was something that just didn't feel right. Something you felt like a little ripped off or a little taken advantage of. And, but you learned a lot. You learned a lot. You learned maybe that you can do the job that you didn't think you could do. Maybe you learned that, oh, this isn't the person to be in business with. Maybe you learned there was something that was very illuminated in this process. And so that's really good. It might not feel great, but it's good. It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess if you're a boxer, right? So you're boxing and you're boxing with a new boxer person. and they have a really good right hook. I don't even know what a hook is. I always thought a hook was like Captain Hook, you know. I guess it's like a, right? And, you know, you bled, and the tooth's a little loose now. I hope not. And it's like, oh, okay, that's his strength. So now that I know his strength, I know what to avoid, and I know how to block it, or I know how to like um, meet the same thing from a different angle. You know, it's kind of like you moving furniture. It's like, well, I'm going to pick it up from the bottom. It's too heavy to pick from the bottom. Maybe I can pick it up from the middle. Maybe I can, you know, use a lever. Maybe I need help. Maybe I don't need help. Maybe I need wheels. Maybe I need, got me? Maybe this piece of furniture is so ugly, I should just leave it. I know it's free, but it's so ugly. There's something that became very clear, or will become clear this week. And that's really, really good news, because that clarity is going to really help you embark on a new, fresh beginning. So, you know, sometimes you stumble, or let's say, you know, you want to run a race, right? You're running a certain race, and you're going to run it before the actual race to figure out the lay of the land. It's like, oh, in the middle of the race, there's this hill that's like unbelievable. It's always slippery. It's really steep. So that's where I really have to like conserve my energy. That's where I really have to like either go in, or maybe that's where I need to really go slow and like, you know, start really fast and get there really quick. So I'm there before everyone else is. And then I go really slow over that part and be careful so that I don't hurt myself, because most people are going to fall out during the marathon during that. And then after that's over, then I can start up again, or something to that effect. I think that there's something that became or will become very clear that will help you reach your goal. It's interesting, as I gave that running metaphor, look at the shape of the mountain here. How it really comes up. It must be a volcano. I love volcanoes. It comes up really to a pinnacle. So this is like the hard part, right? That's the really difficult part of the race. Going up, obviously, you know, is not that easy. But coming down, man, it's smooth sailing. You know, it's like when you have a bike and it's like, I don't even have to pedal. I don't even have to pedal. It'll take care of itself. So I feel like that has become clear. And what's become clear is what the real challenge is going to be, and how to get through it, and how to manage it, and how to conquer it. Conquer the mountain. Okay? I do get a kick out of myself, I have to say. Sometimes I'm home alone and I'm doing something and I start thinking of something, and it's like I get myself hysterical. Okay, which is a good thing. So you got the sun, illumination, clarity, just seeing things for what they are, seeing things for what they are. And you know, that's a really good place to be, to know the exact whole situation, the whole truth as it is, as opposed to living in some fantasy. It's like, okay, well, this is going to be the challenge. So now I know, and so I can prepare myself emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, etc. Now that is a word, Urban Dictionary, etc. So that is what the week looks like for you, for Leo. And if you'd like a one-on-one, I'm happy to do a one-on-one on Zoom. And look at how fantastic the lighting is. Okay, Jeffrey, ripe color. Have a good week, Leah.